half. Look at that. The Bulls playing pretty tough. Kobe White being all over the court. I'm putting a lot of this, the fact that the Bulls are up on Kobe White. Kobe White's been balling. Kobe White's looked good. He's been moving. He's hit a couple of shots. I'm not just playing. It's not all on Kobe, but the Bulls go into the half up by 8. Now, we've seen the Bulls give up huge leads before, so nothing's safe. Zach LaVine's leading the Bulls in scoring right now, but Vooch, DeMar, and Zach LaVine all in double digits. Kobe White and, Ayo Dosunmu and Patrick Williams both score 7. Kobe White's the only scorer off the bench so far with 6. But just to nail home how important Kobe White has been off the bench for the Bulls, Kobe White leads all Bulls players in plus minus. He has the highest plus minus on the team right now with plus 16. Alex Caruso's next up at plus 14. The only Bull right now the starter with the highest plus minus is DeMar with plus 4. So keep that in mind. Even though Vooch, DeMar, and Zach have all scored in double digits, it's Kobe White and Alex Caruso who have the highest plus minus on the team right now. That just shows you the impact that Kobe White is having. Why do I have my headphones on? I don't know. Kobe is out here balling. Somebody's happy to be back in North Carolina. He wants to clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up for Kobe. That's crazy. Alana in the building. She says, good game so far. Completely agree, Alana. Bulls looking very good, moving the ball well, picking their spots very well. Just can't knock down shots consistently. Good overall first half. Absolutely. Shooting 47% from the field, 27% from three-point range. But the Charlotte Hornets, 39% from the field, 21%. The Charlotte Hornets with 10 turnovers. The Bulls with 6. Most of those coming in the second quarter. The Bulls gave up a lot of turnovers in the second quarter. Matter of fact, with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, they only had 4 turnovers. So they added 2 more in 2 minutes. The Bulls have definitely been turning the ball over. Let's hope that they tighten that part up. But other than that, listen, this Bulls team is playing pretty good on both sides of the ball, active on both sides of the ball. Patrick Williams has already taken 9 shots in the first. Keep in mind, this is a guy who averages 8 shots a game. He's taken 9 shots, only going 3 for 9 in that, but 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block for him, 7 points. We need to see him knock down the ball a little bit better. He's 1 for 4 from three-point range. But the Bulls are out here balling, man. They're trying. I really like the ball movement in the first half. Shots just weren't falling. Other than that, pretty solid first half. Kobe and P. Will contributing, so that's good to see. Absolutely. Matt Costello in the building says, man, I'm nervous for this half. Yeah, I mean, and rightfully so, right? Because of what we saw last game. D-Dub, Haize, I know this team has had a lot of injuries, but it's hard to imagine that they're the 3rd worst team in basketball. They're not the 3rd worst. Wait, where do you get to the 3rd worst team in basketball? Where do you get that at? They're definitely not the 3rd worst team in basketball. I don't know how I feel about this game. Something feels off to me. Same thing I said coming out of the first half in that Indiana game. Something just felt off. Flat 3 Studio says, Pat looking to impress his high school principal. Yeah, that's funny. Even though he's having a rough shooting night, you got to give credit to Patrick Williams and Ayo because they're being aggressive on both ends of the floor. Absolutely. That's what I said I wanted to see from the team in my pre-recorded video today, so for sure. I didn't like the energy in the second quarter, bro, except for Caruso and Kobe. They need to stop taking three-point shots that aren't falling and attack the paint, especially Zach, if his hand is missing. Well, keep in mind, Billy Donovan wants them to shoot more threes. So I do think that is a design of the offense. But as we've seen with Zach, as long as his hand's hurting him, he's better when he attacks the rim. But Zach's not bad tonight. 6 for 11 from the field, only 1 for 2 from three-point range. So, I mean, he's 50%, not taking a lot of threes. He's doing the right thing. Kobe trying to get that starting job now. We all know Kobe's not about to be starting. Zach knew the halftime hangout exists, so he become aggressive for that last shot at the half. That's funny. Yeah, Haize, you're right. Kobe has been really solid. Kobe's playing good, man. This is the game that we probably should be using Andre Drummond in. I did say that in my pre-recorded video as well. That's not even to toot my own horn. That's just simple basketball. When you have Plumlee and Mark Williams coming off the bench behind him, you need some size. But I will say this, Derrick Jones Jr., he hasn't looked out of place defensively, and that is because Mark Williams still needs to put on some weight. But Derrick Jones Jr. is not going to get very much offense off playing the backup center with Mark Williams out there on the court. He's just not. So we do not need to look for very much offense from DJJ tonight if he's going to be playing backup center. But I do hope to see a little bit of Andre Drummond out there for sure. Hearing the Hornets announcers say, my goodness, every time Caruso gets a steal or charge is killing me. Listen, I'm telling you, most teams would love Alex Caruso, especially winning teams. He's a luxury like that, right? He has 3 steals, 2 rebounds, hasn't scored the ball any, but has a positive plus minus of plus 15. That's wild. David Blackwell says Kobe likes the home cooking. Bulls are moving the ball very well, and the defense has been very good, but not knocking down the shots. Yeah, they need to knock down those shots. So many bad passes and sloppy handling. Should be up by 15 on this team. Listen, listen, as long as they get the win, I don't care. They don't need to run up the score for me. I ain't betting. Drop a thumbs up, you guys. You guys. Hit the like button. Come on, y'all. They're moving the ball and getting Vooch involved. That's always our most of the time when they do. Yeah, listen, when we play through Vooch, because Vooch is a willing passer, a smart passer, one of the better offensive IQ players that we have on the team, the Bulls find success that way. So we definitely need to keep going to that. Did they not do this the other night? I haven't watched either game. Oh, yeah. I mean, well, they look even more dominant the other night, but that ain't got nothing to do with this game. Hornets take really bad shots sometimes. I'm not going to. Oh, yeah. And for a team that's like bottom of the league in three-point shooting, that just shows you that the scouting report says against the Chicago Bulls, shoot threes. The Hornets are towards the bottom of the league in not only three-point percentage, but three-point attempts. And the way that they came out hitting 4 3-pointers to start the game out, that just lets you know that that's what the scouting report is on the Chicago Bulls. Shoot threes. Shoot threes, play tough. Let's see if the Bulls can continue to play the right way in the way that we need them to. DBD says, I want Vooch on the post a little bit more this half. Well, keep in mind, what makes him Plumlee out there, I'm really surprised they've honestly gone to Vooch as much as they have. I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that Vooch has 9 shots so far, he has taken 3 3-pointers. We need to see that come down a little bit, but I'm really surprised with the way that Mason Plumlee can play defense sometimes that they have gone to Vooch. I thought that this was going to be a game in which we by now would be like, go to Vooch, but they've been going to him. Fear the third quarter, unfortunately, after last game. Oh, all the time. That we're in the end game now. That's not even just last game. The Bulls put up goose eggs in the third quarter all the time. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine are going to come alive in the fourth quarter. How about we make the third quarter primarily Nikola Vucevic's quarter? I mean, listen, you got to talk to Billy Donovan on that one, bro. From your mouth to Billy Donovan's gum, because that's the only way to get through into his head. That's the only way. Ayo barely played in that second quarter. No, you're not. But Kobe White was cooking. He did come back in down the stretch of that. But listen, we've always said in this season, why doesn't Billy Donovan go with the hot hand more? Kobe White was playing not only good defense, he was active, he was passing the ball well. So I think they just went with Kobe while he was hot. Hornets 1 for 16 in the last 3-point attempts. Soon as they start hitting shots, Bulls are in trouble. Well, keep in mind, the Bulls haven't hit their shots very regularly either. So let's not just say that. And part of the reason why they're not hitting shots is because the Bulls started playing better defense on it. Bro, that P. Will half spin mid-range fadeaway, it was a DeMar DeRozan move. That was, let me not say the first time, but the footwork. If Patrick Williams learns nothing else from DeMar DeRozan, I want him to learn DeMar DeRozan's footwork. Please. Zach hit his hand on the backboard on that one right before half ended. So hopefully he's fine. Hopefully, man. Mark Williams has a lot of wingspan. Mark Williams has a nice wingspan. Listen, you weren't finna catch me in a pause moment. Always strange to me how the Bulls are the last in the NBA in 3-point attempts, but seem to take a lot of bad threes. Are the other teams just chucking up shots all game or what? Yeah, the Bulls. I mean, the Bulls don't take a lot of threes. Emar Rosen is basically a traffic cone that fouls at this point. Wow, that's deep. The only reason the Bulls aren't down is because the Hornets offense has sucked worse. No, the Bulls are playing better defense. I hate it when Bulls fans, and I'm not saying you, Reginald, but pessimistic Bulls fans, anytime something goes well with the Bulls, are like, oh, well, the other team isn't trying. Oh, well, this. Oh, well, the other team. No, the Bulls are playing really good defense and rotating out to their shooters. I still would like to see Kobe get a start just to see how he does. Listen, it's probably not happening, but I definitely understand why you say that. It's snowing like a bitch here in Michigan. Come on, man. That's funny. That's the weather we had yesterday. Hey, so have you ever considered that the Chicago Bulls are maybe saving on? No, that's not. That's just not what they're doing at all. Like, come on, Shay. The Hornets are just a team with very little success right now, plus with young players, so their decision making as a team isn't the best. That's great. Dad's in the building. That's my pops. Can't believe Levine averages getting a shot blocked every game. Crazy with his vertical. I mean, yeah, that is to think that he gets a shot blocked every single game, especially at times where he wasn't going to the rim very often. I'd like to see Zach get a little bit more crafty down low. That's for sure. Hey, what up, Haize? I'm telling you, the Bulls have been playing like they have, low key contempt for Billy and Acme. I know that's like as sports fans, we have a very bad habit of proving women right when they say men are the worst gossipers. Because Lord knows we turn some stuff in from sports and try to make a story out of it. Lord knows we do. Lord knows we do. Haize, if Zach jacks up threes towards the end of the fourth quarter when he's having success driving to the hoop, I'm going to lose my shit. You and everybody else. Everybody else is going to. I understand what you're saying about Drummond, but Billy clearly doesn't trust him. If that's the case, I'd rather see Tony Bradley. I have a strange feeling that he'll be a solid backup in 2028. Tony Bradley, yeah, solid backup over in Europe. That's what he'll do. I love to see Drummond out there, but this is definitely feels like a 4 fouls in 2 minutes. Oh, the way that look, Mark Williams he's not quick, he's not fast by any stretch of the imagination. But his footwork is quicker than what I thought it would be. He absolutely would. Drummond would at least have 2 fouls, probably 3 by now. I do not know. I know we all see the game a different way, but to me, we should be up bigger. You can tell by watching the game that Charlotte sucked, but we will see what happens in the second. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, we can always say that we should be up by more, but the Bulls haven't shot the ball the best. It's hard to be up by more when both teams are shooting like crap. On top of that, the turnovers in the second quarter specifically hurt us a lot. If we didn't lose some of those possessions, we probably would be in a double-digit lead. But to the point of the last game, no lead safe, so it don't matter. L's in the building. We should be blowing this team out. I understand that you cannot underestimate any team, but based on the talent the Bulls have, should be a runaway game for the most part. Well, that's just not this team, right? We know by now not to expect the Chicago Bulls to run away. When they do it, we're surprised. We're happy to see it. But we know that we should not at all expect the Chicago Bulls to blow anybody out. Haize, is that green colored court the ugliest thing you've ever seen? I wonder if it bothers the play. No, that's not the ugliest court that I've ever seen. That one year that the Rockets had their alternate court, that was the ugly court. I think it was the Rockets. They had an alternate court to go with alternate jerseys. That was an ugly court. The Hornets court, it's not pretty. Don't get me wrong, but it's not the ugliest court I've seen. Boise State's court is ugly. Chi-Town Javier says, the Lord can kiss my black ass. I'm going to keep gossiping. All right, listen. Hey, do your thing, brother. Do your thing. We can't even blow out teams that are trying to have a top pick. I'm finding it hard to enjoy watching our team. Well, yeah, because everybody's worried about honestly, I understand the pessimism. But you got it. Like the Bulls are winning. Let's win this game. Let's stop. Oh, we should blow it out. It don't matter. The Boston Celtics just lost to the Orlando Magic a couple days ago. Let's not worry about that. Let's not worry. Let's just get the dub. I hate it when Billy doesn't take advantage of his guy strength. AD should get more minutes and not be treated like because he's been playing defense like Marko Simonovic plays defense. Like, have you watched him in his minutes? Andre Drummond hasn't been good in about 12 to 15 games. He just hasn't been good. He hasn't played smart basketball at all. The court's ugly. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as ugly as some of the things I've seen. All right, game's back on, guys. I'll be back here for the post-game show, and Mason Plumlee yammed on this. But I'll be back here for the post-game show. Be locked in here. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace. They say their jerseys say click.